Good afternoon. I am Mamit Kumar Bodke. As today's topic is beta oxidation of fatty acid. Fatty acid. Fatty acid mainly undergoes mostly under oxidized by the beta oxidation. Beta oxidation is defined as the oxidation of the fatty acid at the beta carbon atom. It results into the sequential removal of two carbon fragment, that is acetyl coenzyme A. The different stages involved in the beta oxidation. First one is the activation of fatty acid to acyl coenzyme A. They occurring in the cytosol. Then second step is transfer of acyl coenzyme A into the mitochondria. Then last and final stage of beta oxidation is the beta oxidation proper that's occurring in the mitochondrial matrix. First stage, that is the activation of fatty acid. Fatty acid is activated by the to the acyl coenzyme A. It is activated to the acyl coenzyme A by the enzyme thiokinase or acyl coenzyme A synthesis. The fatty acid firstly react with the ATP to generate intermediate acyl adenylate, and this acyl adenylate then combine with the coenzyme A to give the acyl coenzyme A. This is a two-step reactions and it utilizes two high energy phosphate molecules. Well, as the ATP is converting into the pyrophosphate, and this pyrophosphate is immediately converted to the inorganic phosphate by enzyme in pyrophosphatase by the action of the enzyme pyrophosphatase. This makes the reactions irreversible. Then second stage of the beta oxidation is the transfer of the acyl coenzyme A to the mitochondrial matrix or into the mitochondrial matrix. This is occur by the partial carrier system that is known to be as a carnitine carrier system. In the carnitine carrier system, first acyl group of the acyl coenzyme A is transferred to the carnitine, and this reaction is catalyzed by the carnitine acyl coenzyme carnitine acyl coenzyme transferase 1 that is present on the outer surface of the inner membrane of the mitochondria. In case of the palmitic acid, it is maybe the denoted as the CPTA1, that is carnityl palmitoyl transferase 1. That and this after transfer of the acyl group to the carnitine, there is a formation of the acyl carnitine. This acyl carnitine is transported across the membrane to the into the matrix by partial carriers proteins or specific carrier proteins uh, by specific carrier protein, and this specific carrier this acyl carnitine then again converted to the acyl coenzyme A by the action of or the reaction that is catalyzed by the CP2T second, that is carnityl palmitoyl transferase 2 in case of the palmitic acid, or it is simply the carnitine acyl transferase second that is present on the inner membrane inner side of the inner membrane of mitochondria, and then carnitine is released, and this carnitine is again returned to the cytosol for the reuse. Beta oxidation proper is the third type of the oxidation. It involves the four reactions. First one is the oxidation, second one is hydration, and third one is the again second oxidation process, and lastly there is cleavage. In case there is a beta oxidation proper is reviewed as overviewed as shown in the diagram. First, fatty acyl coenzyme that is transferred to the mitochondrial matrix is gets dehydrogenated by acyl coenzyme dehydrogenase. As that is a this acyl coenzyme dehydrogenase is a flavin dependent enzyme that convert the acyl coenzyme A to, to the enoyl coenzyme A. That is, in this case, when the acyl coenzyme A get dehydrogenated, undergoes the dehydrogenation by acyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase, it gets a formation of the double bond between alpha and beta carbon atom, that is carbon atom second and third, and in second stage, that is a second reaction of the proper beta oxidation, is the hydration. Enoyl coenzyme A hydratase bring out the hydration of this double bond and forms the product, that is a beta hydroxy acyl coenzyme A. Beta hydroxy acyl coenzyme A, and beta hydroxy acyl coenzyme A again undergoes the dehydrogenation by this reaction is catalyzed by the second, that is catalyzed by the beta hydroxyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase. This is the second oxidation process that generates the NADPH and the product, that is the beta ketoacyl coenzyme A. This beta ketoacyl coenzyme A undergoes the thiolytic cleavage by the beta ketoacyl coenzyme A thiolysis S, and that liberate the acetyl coenzyme A and forms along with the fatty acyl coenzyme A. This this newly formed acyl coenzyme A is having the two carbon atom less than the original fatty acid original acyl coenzyme A, and it re-enters into the fatty acid cycle until the complete oxidation is occur of the fatty acid. For palmitic acid, uh, for palmitic acid, acyl coenzyme A, and to repeat the cycle from the proper beta from the first oxidation to the cleavage in this fourth stage for the 7 times, and there is a generation. And now we have seen about the, this is the overview of the overall beta oxidation process, and now you see the energetics for the palmitic acid. That is the 7 times this cycle is repeated, so the 7 FADH2 molecules has been generated, that one of the each FADH2 molecules gives the 2 ATP, so the 14 18 of the ATP is generated for the formation of 7 FADH2 molecules, and 7 NADH molecules are generated by oxidation, and each of these liberate the 3 ATP. So there is a formation of the 21 ATP molecules, net formation from NADH molecules, and from the beta or from acetyl coenzyme A. This cycle is repeated for palmitic acid for the 7 times, where there is a formation of the 8 molecules of the acetyl coenzyme, and acetyl coenzyme A provide the 12 ATP. Each molecule acetyl coenzyme provide 12 molecule of the ATP, so it is a for 8 molecule 96 ATP is generated. Also total ATP generated in the beta oxidation is 131, and 2 ATP utilized for the activation of the fatty acid. So net gain of the beta oxidation is 129 ATP. Thank you.